Hey everybody, my name is Jelle and today we're gonna plant plum trees on this space here. But first we have to make this space, so let's get started by doing that. Well, that shouldn't happen as well. So it's clear that we should fix the right track, as I pumped it up 3 times already with grease, but it lost its grease again, so that definitely needs maintenance, because the track should not be able to run off. And now it's shut off. Plant plum trees here, we need to clean up the row, so all the runnings that we did have to be shredded, so we know that the ground is clean, and then we can plant new trees. And I think we're also gonna rip this ground up, as we made a pretty bad trail here. So if we rip it deep and then treat it with the power harrow, then we know that everything is clean and flat, and we can leave it for a week and then we should be able to plant new plum trees. That's basically the plan. So now we're gonna rip the ground, and to do that we want to rip with one tooth in the middle. Not two, just one. So we're gonna take one off and put the other one in the middle. So let's do that now. Let's rip the ground up. Well, that seems absolutely perfect loose, as we got quite some that it can fall without even pressing it. So that's how loose it is. It's perfect for the new trees. So we're gonna make one more run with the teeth at the place of the wheels. This way we dig everything up where the wheels are. That way we clean it up and we don't make tracks. So the reason that the pear trees had to come out of here is because we want one more row of plums, and that's just because we want a lot of plum varieties for our local market. And that means that we got a lot of plum varieties each row, and this new row will become a lot of new plum varieties, and we just need to make space as we still want to keep all the old varieties. As for every variety we do have customers and they sell well, and it's just good to have the complete assortment of plums. Now that we deep ripped it, we need to go over it with a power harrow. But as you can see, it is a bit wet. Unfortunately it was dry the whole week and it didn't rain according to the weather station, but we can see that it is a little bit wet, that we fear that it won't get any drier, as we had a whole dry week. So the situation just won't get any better than this until April or so, and that would be too late to plant trees. So we're gonna power harrow right now, so let's get that one attached. So now we need to grease it up and we need to adjust it properly. So I want the beam fully up in the first runs, so I get the ground loose. Well, we're ready to go. that went better than expected. So we only do these 2 runs now, and we do more of them in the spring to tidy up this and also that drive pad. But at this moment we just want to have the row where the plums are going to be planted leveled, and we can still drive on this side because that isn't power harrowed at this moment. Means it's uneven, but at least we can drive on it without making mud. So that's perfect. So last week we got the trees, and as you can see they are already planted. Dad decided straight away when he got them to plant them, so I didn't even saw them laying on the ground, and it's not too much work as we just made the ground loose, so digging a hole was really simple. That definitely made the planting easy, I think. So this row is looking really good so far. As you can see, we always have an old-fashioned shape of plum trees. This is because we love to see these old kind of trees standing here, and the plums are not a high productivity either, so they can just go a bit more wild than the apples or the pears.